The fourth album curse is a phenomenon that has been observed in the music industry, where artists experience a drop in commercial performance and critical reception when releasing their fourth album. This phenomenon is likely because of a lack of novelty or freshness in an artist's music, as well as failing to meet expectations from fans. Many artists have fallen victim to this curse, including Lady Gaga, Nicki Minaj, Ed Sheeran, Katy Perry, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Post Malone, Justin Timberlake, Avril Lavigne. The list is endless. In this video, we'll be looking at 10 artists that managed to escape the dreaded fourth album curse. Shout out to you for the suggestion. We'll start by looking at Miley Cyrus. Miley wanted to change her image of a clean teen Disney star into a grown pop star and come out of the shadow of Hannah Montana. Her third album managed to do that, kind of. But her fourth album, Bangers, was when she truly broke out of her cocoon. It was a bold departure from the sweet, innocent image that Miley had cultivated during her Disney days. On the album, she experimented with a variety of genres, blending pop, hip-hop, and country influences to create a unique sound. Bangers is still Miley's most successful album, being certified 3 times platinum by the RIAA. Justin Bieber. Justin had a lot to prove with the release of his fourth album after a string of controversies and legal issues when he was going through his destructive Bizzle era. Purpose was the redemption his fans wanted and marked a turning point in his career. It dropped on November 13, 2015 and was an instant success. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling 649,000 album equivalent units. To date, it has sold more than 14 million units worldwide and has been certified 5 times platinum by the RIAA. Drake. When it was time to release his fourth album, Drake was on a run of back-to-back amazing albums with Take Care and Nothing Was the Same. Then he took a little detour by dropping 2 surprise mixtapes in 2015 and prolonging the release date of his next studio album, Views, which was eventually released on April 29, 2016. Drake avoided the fourth album curse by expanding his sound and experimenting with different styles of music. He still had that sad boy rap sound that made Take Care successful, but with infusion of dancehall and Afrobeat sounds. It is his most popular album, being streamed more than 8.1 billion times on Spotify and being certified 6 times platinum by the RIAA. Shakira. When it came time to release her fourth album, Shakira was ready to tap into the US market, as her first 3 albums were released in her native Colombia. To kick off her world domination, she released Donde Están los Ladrones on September 29, 1998. Her plan to break into the US market was successful, as the album has been certified platinum by the RIAA. To date, it has sold more than 4 million records worldwide. The Weeknd. The Weeknd was close to a decade into his career and searching for new inspiration when it came time to release his fourth studio album. He had released his dark, emotional EP, My Dear Melancholy, in March 2018. But the sound he would come with his next album would be nothing like it. He started a new era when he released the time-defining album After Hours on March 20, 2020, right at the start of a global pandemic. Unlike the Grammys, it was loved by fans and critics, as it has been certified 3 times platinum by the RIAA and got a score of 80 out of 100 on Metacritic. Janet Jackson. When it was time to release her fourth studio album, Janet was coming off her highly successful 1986 album Control and was under pressure to deliver once again. And deliver was what she did with her next release, Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation 1814, which she dropped on September 19, 1989. The album spawned a total of 8 singles, including Rhythm Nation and Black Cat. It was commercially successful and critically acclaimed, selling more than 12 million records worldwide and scoring a 9 out of 10 on Pitchfork. Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey burst onto the scene with her first 3 albums, and her third album, Music Box, is her most successful, having sold more than 28 million copies worldwide. Her fourth studio album is the Christmas album, Merry Christmas, which was released on October 28, 1994. It was a very successful album, which has sold more than 15 million records worldwide. The single from this album, All I Want for Christmas Is You, is the quintessential Christmas song and comes back to #1 every Christmas season. It cemented her status as the Queen of Christmas. Taylor Swift. After she released her first 3 albums, Taylor was regarded as a country superstar who had crossover potential. Taylor managed to break out of the 4th album curse with her album Red, which was released on October 22, 2012. She managed to infuse different genres into her music, with songs like I Knew You Were Trouble in 22. Red debuted on #1 on the Billboard 200 with first week sales of 1.2 million copies and has now been certified 7 times platinum by the RIAA. She was able to craft a forward-thinking album that was praised by critics and fans and cement her as a true pop star. Adele. Adele hit it out the park with her second and third albums 21 and 25, which were the first and second best-selling albums of the 2010s, both selling more than 20 million copies worldwide. Those albums were a lot to live up to, and after a long 6-year hiatus, Adele came back with the album 30 on November 19, 2021. 30 is Adele's most critically acclaimed album with a score of 88 out of 100 on Metacritic, and it sold very well considering the times, debuting on #1 on the Billboard 200, earning 660,000 album equivalent units. The album has now been certified 3 times platinum by the RIAA. Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick's first 3 albums are critical darlings. They are dense storytelling albums that have stood the test of time. They were made to last, not for quick pop success. But when it was time to release his 4th album, he proceeded to release his most commercial album, Damn, on April 14, 2017. He got his first #1 single with Humble, and the album sold 603,000 album equivalent units in its first week. It was also critically acclaimed with a score of 95 out of 100 on Metacritic. So what do you think about the 4th album curse? Do you think it's a real thing? Or is it just fans trying to justify why their favorite artists flopped on their 4th album?